Meanwhile, today, the Iowa Supreme Court in session. The justices will listen to arguments today on whether the Iowa Utilities Board had the right to grant eminent domain to the Dakota Access Pipeline project, the Bakken Pipeline. We're talking about it again. Alex Wilson joins us in the newsroom. We've been waiting for a long time to hear the ruling and the beginning of the rulings of these controversial pipelines. This is the last step for those appealing. Good morning, Alex.
Hey, good morning, Elias. Well, oil has actually been flowing through the Dakota Access Bakken Pipeline since August of 2017, but of course not before major opposition. The pipeline runs through North Dakota, South Dakota, Iowa, and Illinois. You can see right there it crosses through the state from one corner down to the other. And in January of 2017, President Donald Trump enacted an executive order that fast-tracked the construction of that pipeline. President Trump's decision did not go over well with opponents here in Iowa. And in February of 2017, a Polk County judge ruled against a group of 14 landowners and the Sierra Club's appeal that the Dakota Access Pipeline was unlawfully allowed on their land. According to the judge, the Iowa Utilities Board and Dakota Access were justified in using eminent domain to force landowners to give up their land to construct the pipeline. That's just one part of the lawsuit going before the justices. The second part is the Iowa chapter of the Sierra Club. They officially are appealing the Dakota Access Pipeline case to the Iowa Supreme Court. They say the pipeline was approved without adequate review of the threat of drinking water for Des Moines residents. The Sierra Club is asking the Supreme Court to reverse the Iowa Utilities Board decision, saying it hasn't been proven that this pipeline was a necessity. And in July of 2017, you probably remember two women here, they ripped off letters from the Iowa Utilities Board sign. They were arrested because of that, as you see that happening right there. State Patrol is looking into the women's claims of arson. The two women say after going to several public meetings and signing petitions, they felt they had no other choice of action but to set the pipeline on fire. So the letters there and a fire. So we'll still no word on where they're at right now. Of course, today in the Iowa Supreme Court, justice will hear those arguments from 8 landowners and the Iowa chapter of the Sierra Club against the Iowa Utilities Board and Dakota Access Pipeline. Their appeal to the Iowa Supreme Court claims the Iowa Utilities Board should not have allowed an oil company to take private land for their pipeline. Live in the newsroom, Alex Wilson, Local 5 News. We are Iowa.
All right. Thank you very much, Alex. It's been a while since we've been hearing about this pipeline, and here we go. Today's oral argument scheduled to start at 9 a.m. Each side will have 25 minutes for their presentation, 5 minutes for rebuttal. You can watch live at iowacourts.gov. We will continue to follow this story all the way through, as promised, as it develops.